Hello and welcome to my channel Makincrafts. Today I am finishing up my Christmas journal, and so in the previous video I have a video where I made this cover from start to finish, and so you can see in that video how I created it. And so here is the journal, and I don't have any videos yet of the journal because I have just been working on it off camera. I actually started it in July, and it was supposed to be my Christmas in July journal, and I didn't even get anywhere with it. I didn't get around to finishing it, and I did get it started pretty good though. So I want to finish it up now. Since we're getting so close to November, I thought it was time to get it done. So I'm going to show you what all I've done, and then we'll start working on it. So I've already taken, and like this is a piece of cardstock that I've printed the pages on. And not all the pages, I'll tell you what all I printed, but my first page, lately I've been printing my first page of my journals on cardstock. I think that kind of gives it a little bit more structure. And this kit that I'm using is my digital kit, and it's the Christmas kit that's in my Etsy shop, and so I will link to it below. So far I have, like I said, printed this up front and back onto cardstock, and then I've made this little flap that's going to go here, and we'll work on that in a few minutes. I dyed some paper green, and I just stenciled it when I dyed it. And for this one, I cannot remember what kind of dye I used. I'm thinking that it was like fabric dye, but don't hold me to that because I can't remember. It was back in the summer when I dyed that, and then I've just added a little ruffle to it that I made. And I don't know what I did with this fabric. I was looking for this fabric to actually put on the cover and could not find it. Maybe I used it all up with the ruffles that I made. So here's another sheet from the kit, and I printed it on 32-pound premium paper. I've just added a little cluster up here with a ribbon and some fabric and a little poinsettia that I made, a die cut. And then here's another cluster on the back side because it wraps around the fabric does, and so I've just put a little journaling spot there, and then I've stenciled the back. And then I have some coffee stained paper, and if you see, I have rounded all the corners on the pages. I have a belly band onto a music sheet that's Christmas music. Printed another sheet, and I've added these vellum pocket that I made in one of Roxy's weekly challenges back in the summer. And then here's some more of that green dyed paper along with a little bit of a ruffle and an embellishment. I've added a pocket here, and I'm not quite sure. I put this in the pocket, but I'm not sure what's going to go. And then this is just another die cut along with a poinsettia. This is a die cut where it's just pockets, and so I cut it out of one of the sheets as well. I cut out of red cardstock, and then I cut out one of the sheets from the kit, and then I just layered it up on here to match. And then here I have another piece of cardstock from, I think it's a Michael's paper pack that I've just stamped and stenciled. And then there's a little flip out that I've made, and I'll show that in a little bit. And so then I've just added more coffee stained and a ruffle. I've got another flip out ready to put in. So I've got a lot of the decorations already in here ready to go. And so I'm just going to flip really quickly so you can see I've made quite a bit of it. I have quite a bit of pockets already in here, but it's needing a lot more. So there's a pocket on each one of these cutouts. So let's just see. And then I've got some stuff stuffed in here ready to go. So let's go ahead and start adding some of the bits and pieces to it. And here's a little flip out that I made that I'm going to put here. And what I've done is I've embossed some red paper, and I've added a pocket to it by fussy cutting around some cardstock that I printed. I printed the kit, one of the pages from the kit on cardstock, and there's fussy cut around it. And then this is a journaling card from the kit that I've added. And then I've just added a little ruffle here. So I'm just going to make it a flip out on this page. And so I have some washi tape that has some gold on it, and I think that's going to look good. So I'm going to try it and see how it looks. So I'm thinking, do I want the flip out? I think I'm going to have everything stay on this side of the page. I'm not going to wrap it around. So let me see here if I want this on this side. No, I don't think so. So I'm just going to make sure it stays on this side of the page. So I'm just going to line it up. Like this. Then I'm going to trim it off because it's where I tore it before. I'm going to save that little piece because I may use it, but it was not straight. So I'm just going to do it straight right here. onto the cardstock and trying to line it up and even it up straight on the page. And let's just wait a minute here. Actually, it's not, this tape is not very tight. I think I'm going to have to add some glue to it anyway. So I'm just going to trim it off the size it needs to be, and then I'm going to take and pull it back and add some glue because I'm afraid it won't stick well. Like this. And then I think that'll be enough glue to hold it. Then I'll just line this up here. And let's put it on the page. And I want to make sure it's not in the, yeah, that's going to be just a little bit too much. It's going to be, I can always trim it off. So I'm just going to put it like that. Lining it up straight. So I just need to apply some glue right along the edge of the page. And then I'll just trim this off. Okay. Make sure this is straight here. Top and bottom. I think my washi was straight. Let's do it like that so that I can just put everything on at once and get it all straight. There we go. Right, so now there we go. Just press that down really good. And if we fold it over, what would that look like? Nope, so I'm just going to trim it off. And then we're going to have to add washi to the other side of the flip out to make sure it works good. Got that washi stuck on my finger. Took me a second. So then I'm just going to flip it out like this, and I'm just going to add some more washi here. So I'm just going to add a line of glue. Since some washi you don't have to, but this washi is, I don't think it sticks that good. So I'm just going to add a line of glue to make sure it stays. So then I'm just going to try to put half of it onto this and then half onto the page. So it's kind of just halfway on both. And then I'll trim down the excess that's sticking over. There we go. See if I can get that. It's a little crooked there, and I want to make sure I can get it straighter. There we go. That's fine there. And then we have our little flip out. And I'm going to be making things for the pockets soon. I don't know if I'll get around to it in this video or not. Let's just see how far we get. And I do have something laid out. This is a sticker. Oops, here's this doily, and then I've just added this little sticker to it. But what I'm going to do is have to put some Fabri-Tac onto the sticker as well. And I'm going to add that to this page right here. And I'm going to have it sticking over, kind of like with the ruffles and things. So let me get some Fabri-Tac out. I'm going to have to get my napkin and clean off this lid first. Okay. So then I just want to kind of run it around. I'm just running around the center of the doily because a lot of the doilies can be hanging loose off the edge. So I'll glue the edge. I'll glue this side down once I get figured out where everything's going. So I want it just hanging off like that. Kind of get it pressed down. And then I got to decide which way I want my little poinsettia going. I think kind of like that will be good. So and it's kind of a raised up little poinsettia. And this is just some that I bought years ago. And I just had my stash. So I went all throughout. When I started this journal, I went through all my Christmas stash and put it all together so I could add all kinds of things to it. So I'm just going to add a little bit more glue to that doily so it'll lay down there. It doesn't move. Put a little spot there, there. There we go. So this side will be glued down, and then this side will be hanging loose like a little tab. And I like that. So, okay, so there we got that. So I just want to embellish it up. How cute is this? It's an itty bitty little tag that I made to go in the stocking. It's really just a decoration, but you could write a little word on it. So I need to pull out my stack of embellishments that I have laid aside for this. I have quite a few things that I wanted to add. Okay. So I do know that where I have a belly band here, this page, kind of wanted to go the opposite side, somewhere near it, and I wanted to do a, like this, using this, it's the same fabric as, not fabric, the same paper as the belly band, but it's going to be a little pocket, a side pocket. So I want to round the corners on that to match the corners on the page. So I'm using this size. And then I'm just going to add that right there. And that'll be a little tuck spot. And this cardstock I did, it was just a piece I cut out, it was a strip, and then I just punched the edges with my little punch that makes this decorative edge. And I've done it in other videos, but in case you haven't seen my other videos, then yes, this is just an edge punch here. And I might have it handy, I'm not really sure, let me see. So it's this one, I don't know, it's a Martha Stewart, I don't even know if they make those anymore. It's fair, oh, it's a different one than that. It's actually a pointed one, but it's the same brand. It's some that I've had for years. But they make all kinds of edge punches, so you could probably find one somewhere. Add anything to that. I might put the Merry Christmas on that, just like that. I like that. So let's do that. It's just another embellishment from the kit. I need to see where it goes so I don't put glue on this side. And it's just one that comes in the kit, so I just fussy cut it out. I'm not going to put it straight, I'm going to put it kind of sideways. Make sure I didn't put any glue down through there. I didn't. Just put some right underneath it. And then we can take and see, tuck a little card in there. So, and that's one I just stamped. It's just some ivory cardstock that I've just stamped up. So I think that'd be cute in there. But I will come back and put those things in later because I do need to sew it in, everything in. Okay, so let's see. I do want to leave this one for quite a bit of embellishment for whoever gets it. I want them to be able to add all the Christmas stuff that they want to it. So I'm not going to fill this one up as much as I do some of my other ones. I am thinking about making this a belly band. And it is just an envelope from the kit. And I thought I would make that a belly band, and then you could tuck something in it as well. Just trying to decide what page would it look best on as a belly band. I kind of like it on this page. And it's close to the end. It says Merry Christmas. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add to that page. But I want to ink it first because I like to ink the edges on these envelopes. I have not inked all the pages in the kit. Sometimes I ink all the pages in the kit, and then sometimes I don't. And this one I haven't so far. Doesn't mean I won't go back and do it, but so far I haven't felt like it needed it. Okay, so I'm going to just glue this shut. Or I could leave this where it could be a belly band, but then it could also be in a journaling spot. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to have to put a little tab on it so that it will, I'm trying to see where the fold of the page is, so that it will stay shut. So I will do that too. I don't want it to be too far in the center, too far close to the edge where it gets sewn into the book. So I'm just going to add it there. Just going to glue down two sides because it's going to be a belly band and not a pocket. Okay. Just going to put that there. And then we have these little circles from the kit that might make a good little tab, but it kind of blends in, doesn't it? So let me see what I can find to use as a tab. Different bits and pieces that I've fussy cut and I've die cut. How would that look? Would that work as to hold the pocket shut? I think it would. And I think that's very pretty. Should I add that? It's always the question, not knowing. Here is a flatter one. It may work better. I'm not sure though. That's what I'm going to do. It's super big, but I still like it, so I'm going to put it. So I just need to put glue along the bottom. Now, do I want to have it like this? Or like maybe that? I had it like this. Just trying to see which way I like it best. I think I like it more like this. So I'm just going to add glue to the bottom here. Okay. Okay, so I like how that turned out. So now I'm just going to, I can put something in it later. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add another, let's see, where is it at? I want to add a little flip up on this page, I think. Let me see if I want to do it on this page or this one. Let's see here. I think I want to do it on the back side. Yes. So I'm going to do it on this side, the little flip up, and then I've got another little poinsettia that I have created with some die cuts. And so I want to add a little dewdrop here, this little pearl drop to the center of it. Oops, let me see how that turned out. I think that'll be fine. And so it's just going to add like a little pearl to the top there. And I don't even know if you can see it. It's, see the little drop I put there, and it's just a little dot. And so I'm just going to let that dry. And then while that's drying, we'll work on this page. So I want to make a flip up on this page. And I'm trying to see if I had some washi that would work. So I have this washi that has some gold little, I think that would be dainty and look really good on it. So that's what I'm going to use for this flip up. So I'm just going to take this out and set it aside. And then we will add the flip up and put it back. So I'm thinking about the center there. So I'll need to add some glue first to the little flip. And this is just a piece of cardstock that I have rounded the corners. I have run it through my embossing folder, and I thought that looked really good. It's just like how I did the red one. I just ran it through an embossing folder. So I'm going to put a thin line of glue here, and then I'm going to add some washi. And we'll try to put part of it onto the cardstock and part of it hanging off. That way it can attach to the page. Okay. Just going to trim that so I can get a hold of it. So then I'm just going to trim it to the edge there. And we're just going to run a little bead of glue across the washi. Then I'm just going to attach it to the page. Just going to try to center it up there. There we go. Press down. And then while that's drying, let's see if we can flip it up like this. We'll add another piece of washi on the back. So another thin line of glue and a thin line here. And that should be enough to hold it. And let's see. There we go. And pull this one up. There we go. We'll press that down too. Flip it back over. And we have our little flip out. Very little simple flip out. And then I've die cut this little, like a little wreath, a little greenery, and I've added some little red berries to it. So I'm just going to attach it to the bottom here just to decorate it. I'm trying not to over decorate this one because I do want whoever gets it to be able to add all the Christmas decorations they want. I know most of us have lots of Christmas decorations and things, so I know whoever gets it probably is going to have a lot they want to add to it. So I don't want to overdo it. Let me see here. I think I may have turned that a little wrong. There we go. Well, it's not right or wrong, but it's wrong for how I wanted it. And then I'm just, this pearl drop, once it dries, I will be adding this right there. But I'm just going to wait until that little pearl dries. Put this back in the book. And then it's going to go like this. So this is the opposite side of it. And so I think what I'm going to do on this side is I have several sheets that I've collaged up. And I think I'm going to just cut out a little flap to add to that page. So I think I'm just going to cut down, right down the center here. Well, not center, but down this little edge here. And then I'm thinking I want to add it just right here so that it flips out. But I'm not going to add washi this time. I think I'm going to do this one a bit different. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to, oh, and I've got to back this with some paper of some sort if I do that. Okay, so I need to cut it down. Let me mark that real quick. Trim it down. Gotta figure out where my mark's at. And then I'm going to have to round the corners. That's going to have to be done. So let's do that. Let's just ink it real quick. Just lightly ink the edges. Okay. And I'm going to look around and see if I see a scrap of tea-stained paper that I can just back it. I'm just going to back it with a piece from the kit because I think that would go good with it. Okay. So let me just, because that is a journaling page from the kit. And this is one that I had stenciled. I thought I was going to put in there, but I changed my mind. So I'm just going to glue that stencil onto this, and I will use the printed piece on the back of it, and nothing got wasted. And since it already been corners rounded, that should fit together pretty good. Looks like I may have to trim around it just a little. Okay. Let's see how that looks. That'll be good. That'll be a great journaling spot. Okay, so I'm going to take and add this as a flap, and so let me just pull it all aside real quick, like that way. And so I've just made myself a little bit a little tab. So all I did is cut a strip of cardstock about 1 inch wide, and then I'm just going and fold it down the middle, and I'm going to attach one to the flap, to the little flap thing, and then I'm going to attach one onto the page. And I think that'll look good. And I could attach it on the back side, but I really like it on the front because I think that that goes good with the front. And then I'm going to add some decoration anyway. So let's just, I'm just going to try to eyeball it, center it up and down on the front here. And then I'm just going to add glue to this side on the back, so you won't see the red print on the back. It's just going to be white onto the page. So then we're just going to take and line that up on the edge there and just even it up and down and press. There we go. And so we'll flip out like that. And that'll be a good little flip in the book. So there we go. And I want to decorate this little flap up. And I have some decorations. Let me see if I can find them. Okay, I forgot. It's actually in my little Christmas bag here, where I've got all my goodies. And I've got these little Santas. Then I've got also these little kids singing. Let's just see which one looks best. Oops, I actually knocked it down here. So I thought it might be cute to add something on the page. We got the little singing carolers. It's going to be beside this one. Or, let's see, we could put one of these Santas. We got Santa, we got the little girl with the gift. Okay, I love the little girl on there. So I'm going to use the little girl for this one. So let's just add her. She seemed the perfect size and perfect for it. And these are just some images I got from the Graphic Fairy. It was some of the freebies on their site. So they have lots of freebies there, as well as a paid membership. And I think that looks really cute. Okay, so I have these printouts, and I can link to them as well. I got these from the Creative Fabrica, and I will link to them. And if you use my link, it's just an affiliate link, and so it doesn't cost you any extra, but it does give me just a little bit of a bonus on their site. And let's see which one. It's just like it's little words for Christmas, and then it's like a little definition, and I think that makes cute little labels. So I'm trying to see which one I want to add, and I think I want to do, let's try, let's see, let's try this label. It may be too big. Okay, let's try the Joy one first. Different ones. Let's get that one out, and let's get out this one might be good. Let's just see, and then if it's not, then we'll know if I need bigger or smaller, and then I'll cut out one. Let's see, where can we add that? Trying to see if I want to overlap it or just put it right up there. So that is cute. I feel like we need something up here though if I don't put that there. What if I put one of my snowflakes up here and then the Joy down here? Yeah, I like that. just going to ink the edges where I cut it. If I can find my ink, and I'll just need a little bit more out. And if I forget to add the link to these, just you can ask me in the comment section below. I will try my best to remember, but once I upload these videos, sometimes I forget to add some of the links that I used during the video. So, and do I want to just snip those corners? Yeah. I like this snipped, I think, better. Okay. Do we want it? I think I want it on this side. Okay. Put the little snowflake at the top. It's got so many little bitty bits and pieces. So hard to... Just trying to put little dots of glue on it so it'll stay, but so it doesn't get gobbed up with glue. Just put that there. Get my paper towel that I've been using and just dab the glue off. Okay, so I like that little flap. I think that turned out nice. I could add something there to decorate that up. I'm not sure that it needs it. Could put some, does this need anything? Actually, I have one more idea before I cut that strip. What if there's just a little piece of lace in here? That might be pretty. I kind of like that, so I'm going to add that lace right there. And then I'll trim it off. Kind of dresses it up. And I said I wasn't going to add a lot to this one, didn't I? And then I get carried away and I start dressing it up more and more. I'm just going to have to remember not to keep adding so much. Just going to trim this off here. Kind of just rounding the lace to follow the corner. Since I don't want it to hang out much when I do close. I don't mind seeing the red behind it, but I don't want it to hang out a lot. And did I get glue right there? There we go. Okay, so we have our little flip out. It goes like this. And we have all this that goes in here. Okay, so for this page, it's these two being together like it's really plain. So I'm going to cut down a piece of collage. I have lots of collage that I've done with these scraps in this kit. So I'm going to cut down and I'm going to cover this page with this collage. Let me see here. I need to cut it off about right there. And then I need to round the corners again. And I think I still will add the pocket. I'm not sure. We'll see once I add this. Only one side needs to be rounded. Okay, so just add it like that. Then I could add that. So let's do that. I hate that I had already decorated the back up. That's okay. I've got plenty to use for journaling cards, so this will be fine. And I can always make more for journaling cards. There we go. Gotta get that lined up before it dries. We lift it up real quick. line that edge up. Okay, there we go. So that'll make a pretty page. I may just leave that page like that instead of putting the pocket on it. I just didn't like that these two pages together. Add a little bit more glue there. I did not like the two pages together were so plain. So that does decorate it up now. And you can journal here, and here, and here, and all over this little bits you could journal. You just have, like right in here would be harder to journal, but the rest of the page would be great for it. So I'm going to leave that. And now we got this page is pretty plain. Maybe that's where we put our pocket. It would add a little something, and then we stick something in the pocket that will decorate it up. So let's just add the pocket here. Oops, gonna get glue everywhere. There we go. And I don't remember if there was anything else I wanted to add. Or I forgot I have this, so maybe this could go on one of those pages. Let's see. That was stenciled. Maybe that could go there. Or it could go here. I think I'm going to put it here, and then it's going to be a tuck spot as well. I think that's how I'm going to do it. So I want to glue it across the bottom for sure. And then I want to make it a tuck spot this way. Kind of different, but that's how I want to do it. Let's see, if it's too floppy, I can come back and I can always add glue and fix it. I can just slide it up underneath there. Let's see. That'll probably be okay. Let's just try that for now. Okay, so I think that's quite a bit of embellishments. So what I'm going to do is I am going to stop there and let everything dry, and then I'll go back through and take a look and see if I need to add anything else. I do like to kind of have it even, like the even number of things on in the front pages as I do the back pages. So I don't know that I do have it even, but it seems like all the way to the middle, every page has something special, just about. Not all of them, but most of them do. So that page just wanted to buckle a little. Let me bend that back a little there. So there we go. Got that one. We do have two flip outs together, but that's okay. There is no rules to making these journals. You just put whatever you want. That is a little plain. I may come back. Maybe I could come back and add some lace or something. I have to think about that. Because I do have to make some journaling cards and different things. So I think I'm going to stop there, and then I will get started on the journaling cards next time. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're enjoying this series for this Christmas journal, and I hope you'll continue to watch them all. And if you haven't seen the first one in the series, in the first one I do create the cover, so you may want to check that one out. And then in the next one, I will be making some of the journaling cards and different things to add to the pockets. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.